Good afternoon, everybody. I am Johanna. It is my great honor in welcoming you all to the 60th annual commencement ceremony. A big shout out to the music majors out there. Woo! Okay, so can I have you all please close your eyes? Bear with me. Just trust me. Okay. I am a 19-year-old man. I'm alone. Both of my parents have passed away. All I have left is the cigarette my father taught me to smoke. All I wanted to do was to get out, and to get out as fast as I could from this pain. My life is a mess, and there is nothing holding me back anymore. I don't know how I found him, but I'm glad I did. This man was standing next to a white minivan. He told me the only way I could get to America was if I could fit my small body into a small compartment under the back seat. I managed to squeeze my body within the small space, but one wrong move and I ran the risk of getting run over by the van. I looked at my hands, but I couldn't see them. All I could hear was the sound of my breathing. That is the last I remember of this man. Now, I'm a 70-year-old young woman. I can hear the heart of my beat as I run across the desert. I'm not sure if my heart is beating fast because I'm running or because I'm scared that I won't live to see another day. One moment he tells us, run. Then he tells us, crawl. Then he tells us to run. Hold your breath, he tells me. All I remember is him telling us to get across the river if we wanted to live. I recall telling him, Señor, I can't swim. That's the last I ever saw of El Coyote. Now open your eyes. I am living proof that that 19-year-old man and that 17-year-old woman made it across the border to the United States. Mamá, papá, gracias a ustedes por poder cruzar la frontera por mí. Los agradezco. Sé que dejaron todo en su tierra por mí. Y no soy la única, también tengo 4 hermanos. So, feliz Día de Padres, papi. Lo amo mucho. My parents always told me to to give back to others because good things would come back to me. And they were right. My parents gave me the opportunity to go to college when they decided to risk everything they had to make everything better for me. Like many of you all here, we are first-generation Latino and just first-generation students who have parents that risked everything for us. Today, we are able to tell them and tell our family members how grateful we are for that risk that they took. Giving back to others was something I always did. It was never something I had to do. I was fortunate enough to come to a school that ranks first in the community service everywhere. You may be wondering, why is UCR so successful in giving back? UCR provides many students with many opportunities to give back to others. The last spring, I actually interned in DC, at the America's National Cultural Center, the Kennedy Performing Arts Center. This opportunity allowed me to learn how to manage and market groups. I came back from DC and formed my own mariachi group on campus. I took the skills that I learned from DC and I applied them here to UCR. I started the group to get new instruments for my mariachi class, and my professor is actually sitting right there. This would not have been possible if UCR had not given me the opportunity to study outside of California. It is because we have these opportunities provided to us that we serve our community. As a residential advisor, I have the opportunity to create a community amongst first-year students. To think I could have easily renewed my contract in a campus apartment. Instead, I became a residential advisor of the Chicano Latino Hall, where I have been able to help my residents succeed. As a first-year generation Latina student, I was not informed about college, and therefore I didn't think I was college-bound. Time and time again, many of my residents would tell me, "Yo no merezco estar aquí. I don't deserve to be here." My residents came in believing that they weren't good enough to go to college, but that's not true. Everyone here deserves to be here, and I'm glad everybody is here. And look at you all now. We're graduating. I have served as a role model to them. And little by little, they stopped saying, "I can't," and now they're asking me, what are the steps to success? I am grateful to have helped my residents believe in themselves. To think I couldn't even afford to live on campus my first year. And I'm still here today, helping my community. My parents have provided me with that emotional support despite not being able to provide me with that financial support. Prior to college, I was missing that mentor. And I was fortunate enough to have been a part of the CHAS Gateway program where I found my mentors that I needed. Thanks to the support of Dr. Kinney and Dr. Cohen, the music department, student life, residential life, and Chicano student programs, amongst many others, I would never have had the opportunity to become a strong community leader. And that is why I became a CHAS peer mentor myself, an orientation leader, a residential advisor for first-year students. We choose to help those because we know the feeling of feeling hopeless. We know how it feels not to have anyone there telling us how to do something or what we shouldn't be doing. And it is because we know this that we don't wish it upon others. And we choose to step up, and help everyone around us. We may have finally finished our last finals, but the biggest finals we have yet to pass is in bettering our community. I leave you all with this saying: we cannot seek achievement for ourselves and forget about the progress and prosperity for our community. Our ambitions must be broad enough to include the aspiration and the needs for others, for their sakes and for our own. Remember, we all have different journeys, yet those journeys have led us to this point. This is only the beginning. It is up to you all to determine how the story ends and if that story is even worth telling. Thank you all. Si se pudo. Go music majors!